Internal discussions are intensifying regarding a potential departure for the Saints' starting quarterback. Sources indicate trade talks with the Pittsburgh Steelers are gaining significant momentum as the organization explores a total reset. This move signals a massive shift in the franchise's strategy. Subscribe for this developing report and like to stay updated on this situation.
I am reporting today on significant movement regarding the New Orleans Saints and their quarterback situation, specifically surrounding the future of Derek Carr. Sources with knowledge of the situation are indicating that trade discussions involving the veteran signal caller are not only active but are gaining legitimate momentum across the league. We are seeing a market develop that spans both the NFC and the AFC, signaling that the Saints are seriously exploring a future without their current starter. Most notably, the Pittsburgh Steelers have emerged as a potential landing spot, a development that aligns with their ongoing search for long-term stability under center, while rumors of a surprising AFC reunion continue to circulate in league front offices. To understand why this is happening now, we have to look at the financial and structural reality facing New Orleans. For years, the Saints have operated with a philosophy of maximizing the current competitive window, often restructuring contracts to push salary cap hits into future years. However, the bill eventually comes due. Derek Carr's contract was structured to provide stability, but with the team struggling to find consistent success in the post-Breeze era, the front office is evaluating a hard reset. Carr possesses a no-trade clause, which gives him control over his destination, meaning any deal would require his approval and a fit that makes sense for his career. Statistically, Carr has been serviceable, putting up respectable passing yards and touchdown-to-interception ratios during his tenure in the NFC South. Yet the wins have not followed at the rate the franchise expected when they signed him from Las Vegas. The disconnect between statistical output and situational football, specifically red zone efficiency, has been a point of contention. The interest from the Steelers is particularly telling. It suggests that executives around the league still view Carr as a viable starter, who can elevate a roster that is merely a quarterback away from contention. This is not just a rumor, it is a reflection of the Saints' urgent need to pivot and the market's continued valuation of veteran competence in a league starved for quarterback consistency.
If this trade executes, the implications for the New Orleans Saints roster and salary cap are massive. We are looking at a fundamental shift in organizational philosophy. By moving on from Derek Carr, the Saints would effectively be admitting that the current roster construction has reached its ceiling and cannot compete for a Super Bowl as currently assembled. This moves the franchise into a transition phase, where the focus shifts entirely to young assets, potentially handing the keys to Spencer Rattler or Jake Haener, or positioning the team for a high draft pick in the upcoming class. The locker room dynamic changes instantly. You lose a veteran leader, but you also remove the pressure of win-now expectations that have hovered over the team despite mediocre results. Financially, trading Carr involves absorbing a significant dead cap hit, but it clears substantial cash obligations for the 2025 and 2026 seasons. From my perspective, the verdict on this potential move is clear. It is a necessary strategic retreat to ensure future competitiveness. The salary cap gymnastics required to keep this veteran core together are no longer sustainable without deep playoff runs to justify them. Trading Carr allows the front office to eat the financial pain now, while the roster is already in flux, to clear the books for a genuine rebuild in 2 years. For a team like the Steelers, Carr offers a high floor and the stability Mike Tomlin covets, making it a logical football move. But for New Orleans, this is about long-term survival. As we monitor these talks, the question for you is simple. Is it time for the Saints to rip off the Band-Aid and embrace a full rebuild, or do you believe this team can still win with Carr under center? I want to hear your analysis of the franchise's direction in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for immediate updates as this trade market continues to heat up, because we will be tracking every development as it happens.